that as we go on with our lives, we would still keep God centered. So, batchmates, teachers, parents, and everyone else, let's give back all the credit. One of my best friends once told me,
nag-text ako kanina, hindi nag-reply.
this goodbye means that we're parting.
Umiyak na siya.
Instead, you like saying see you later then. Because it means that you'll meet at one point or another. And I believe in him. And so I say, au revoir, till we meet again. Congratulations, fellow brothers, and thank you.
Thank you, Janina. We are honored to have our commencement speaker with us this morning. In spite of his busy schedule, he finds time to speak to our graduates. Without further ado, may I call on Pastor Paul P. Kalamin, Christian Education Coordinator, to introduce our guest speaker.
Chocolate. Sa'yo 2 hours pa eh. Kaya kasang-kasang. Sa kain, kahit ang lang ata. Oh, si Pastor Paul ba yan? Okay ah.
My job description says to properly introduce a highly esteemed speaker. That's very difficult. What do you think about this place? Isn't this lovely?
Camera nakalagay sa akin.
Some are saying grape pie. Grape pie is not the right description. It's Yasui, because this is God's gift to us. When I saw this place, I want to just jump with joy, but I cannot show you that. Well, let me introduce our speaker. Our speaker for this morning is the President of Business Matters Values Foundation, a non-stock, non-profit organization geared towards instilling values and good business practices in the workplace. He is also the President and CEO of Mad Science Philippines, the world's #1 science educational entertainment program. He is also the President of Success Options Incorporated and values consultant to numerous companies. Francis, our speaker, is also known as a broadcaster. He hosts a daily radio program entitled Business Matters. This is heard twice daily at 8:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. at DZFE-FM, the only classical music station in our country. As a writer, Francis has authored 9 books, many of which are now being used as a training and reference materials in many business corporations. His book, Only the Real Matters, is now required reading material for business ethics classes in Silliman University. And his book, One Day at a Time, has been given a most favorable review by Channel News Asia of Singapore. Francis took up business while in college and graduated magna cum laude and is currently pursuing his master's degree with Trinity College and Seminary of Newburgh, Indiana, USA. He was the editor-in-chief during his college days, president of his graduating batch. He was also the recipient of the Golden Stag Award, highest award given by his alma mater. He was described as a family man by his daughter and a very malambing daddy. Let's all welcome our guest speaker this morning, Mr. Francis Kong.
Aray, grabe. Sakit na ng kamay ko.
To the Board of Trustees and specifically our Director Sally, our principal, and most especially
Ngayon?
graduates. Good morning.
Ano pa?
It is such a great time and unforgettable experience for me to be with you, especially this will be the first time you're going to be having your commencement exercises here. I don't even think that is really hard. But such a great day. Why? Malakas naman ang benta ng quota ng araw na to.
Hindi ko alam kung makapag.
Life is all about chapter changes. Listen to what this wise man has to say.
Diba mahal membership?
Everything is a season and a
Mami ko
time
lifetime dun eh.
to
Lifetime dun eh. Lifetime ko.
A time to be
Mami ko
born,
lang eh.
and a time to
Pwede
die,
naman transfer kung
a
hindi
time
niya
to
ginagamit.
plant,
Pwede ba? Sabi yung mami ko bawal. Pwede transfer kung
a
hindi niya
time to
ginagamit. Pero
kill,
hindi niya nga
a time
ginagamit.
to heal,
Kung hindi
a
pwede.
time to
Pero
break
hindi pwede
down,
share.
and a time to build up, a time to weep, and a
After
time to
yata nito,
laugh,
bigayan na ng medal
a
eh.
time to mourn,
Tapos na. Ay,
a time
buti.
to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time
Diba
to
mama ni
fast.
Mary yun?
A time to rend, a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Again.
A time to love
Hindi mo yung parang.
and a time to
Hindi
hate.
sila lahat-lahat.
A
Isa-isa
time of
akit.
war and a time of peace.
Yung isip ko ganyan.
These words from the
Kung
wisest
isip
man
ko,
ever from the Old Testament
yun nga,
of the
isa-isa.
Bible, someone that always struck a chord in my heart. Because to everything there is a season, and life is a series of
Ay, teka,
chapters.
laptop.
Commencement exercises simply
Naka-laptop.
remind us that time does not stand still.
Yung
It
sasabihin
moves on and follows the design of our Creator. There are different chapters
High-tech.
of our lives.
Hindi naman ako nasa.
The time when you were born, the time when you first walked, a time when you went to preschool, the time when you finished
Grabe, sama ba yung
elementary, a
mukha ko?
time when a beautiful girl
Ngayon pa kasi yung
blossomed
epekto.
into a lovely lady as she hits 18.
Ha?
And
Sa
now a
gamot yan.
time
Sa gamot
when you graduate from high school and enter
Hindi, yung
the
bigyan mong
next
derma.
chapter of your life. Commencement exercises are simply a formal ceremony of a transition from one chapter to the next one.
Try mo pa.
And in occasions like this, the challenge is always on the commencement speaker.
Hindi, mild lang yung
How can
binigay.
you command
Parang
the attention
starter.
of people when parents will be jostling for positions to get the best camera angle for their child? And teachers are happy and proud and sad and sensitive and sentimental, for they know that they have molded your lives
Pwede.
and now they're
Oo.
sending
Pwede
you
mo gamitin
away.
yung kung meron namin.
But
Pwede mo gamitin
today
yung kanya.
is
Nakadiscuss
special.
sa Sabi sa amin,
Yet the
bawal i-transfer.
responsibility of the speaker is immense.
Pwede transfer.
So allow me to speak to you, my dear graduates, with words that not come only from the head but from the heart. Think for a moment that this speaker in front of you is going to be speaking to you as a friend. Someone who has gone through the different chapters of life, dealt with its ups and downs, and has given this awesome God-given opportunity to share a few thoughts or two. Graduates, listen. Whoever you are and whatever you become, understand this most important thing. Your life is going to offer you only two options. You can either live this life and become examples for people to follow, or you can mess up your lives so bad that you become warnings for people to avoid. As you enter college and universities, there's just a couple of things I'd like to share with you. Things which will help enlighten you for excellence, achieve success, and reach your dreams. Friends, number one, appreciate the moment. They say that high school time is the best time of your lives. Do you agree? I do. But the sad news is, you will probably not be able to see most of your high school friends now for the next 20 to 30 years. So, could you look at the face seated beside you and flash your sweetest smile and savor the moment? Kita mo gumaganda kahit hindi nag-brush teeth yan. Let me give you an example. On November of this year, our high school class of 1973 will be celebrating our 30th year anniversary homecoming, and many of my high school friends